Okay, guys, we live, so let me give it a chance to go through stuff on my end. Mhm. Okay, let me share, do some sharing. Mhm. Okay, guys, I'm waiting on a few people to get on. It's your boy Smash, y'all. Um, there's something we need to get into right now. Y'all, come on, come on, come on, so we can go on and get started right now. And this happened like a month ago. This incident happened around a month ago, guys. So we got a few people on. I'm finna go on and get started. Okay, we have an interview with the daughter who was shot along with her mother. And we finna have her to get into it. I'm finna introduce them. Can you go on and go right now? Say your name for everybody so they can know what's going on.
My name is Sylvia Scott.
And I'm her mother, Allura Stewart.
Okay, so let me go and get straight to it. Can you walk us through how everything began and what led up to the events on the day of the shooting?
Okay, so this is somebody that I was dating, and we broke up, and he officially moved out of my home November 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly following his move out, I blocked him on that day because he was saying things to myself and my mother about how he hopes that myself and the baby dies.
Mm-hmm.
So I blocked him that day. And he started calling me from blocked numbers and from his friend number. And he called me from his friend number at 3 in the morning. And then shortly after, it was a beating on my door and my windows at my
Mm-hmm.
house while I was sleeping. And when I got up the next day, there was detergent in my tank, my
Mm-hmm.
gas tank of my car. And then after this event, I started staying with my mom at her home because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel safe at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 14th of November, when I came home from work for
Mm-hmm.
lunch, and I don't know how he knew that I was at my mom's house at this time because I had not been talking to him.
Right.
But when I was leaving to go back to work, he was already on the front porch.
Okay.
And he pushed his way into my mom's house where he showed me he had a knife. I was chasing me back and forth, and we touched her back and forth until ultimately he started choking me until I nearly passed out.
Okay.
And now I was able to convince him that I wasn't going to call the police and that I had to go to work so I wouldn't get fired and that we were going to talk later because he asked me if we could go to dinner for his birthday because this day was his birthday on the 14th.
Right.
And so I said, okay, well, with Thursday, I have to go back to work so that I can leave safely. And so I did go back to work because I wasn't sure if he was going to follow me or not.
Right.
Now, when I got to work, I talked to one of the APs at my campus, and the security officer would call the police. And I was waiting until for like 2 or 2.5 hours, but nobody came.
Okay.
So I ended up leaving and going to the police station after I picked up my kids. And that day they told me they were going to look for him and file for EPO. And this was a Friday.
Okay.
And the weekend goes and passes, and during this time, because he was not aware that I already talked to, the police. He's still calling me and texting me. And so Monday comes, and the detective is finally assigned. And Tuesday, they call him on the phone. They go get him and talk to him person. Tuesday, the 18th, the police detective calls and said he interviewed him.
Okay.
And I asked him to let me know so I can make sure I'm somewhere safe. And so this event, the most recent, happened on that next day on the Wednesday. Now the police says me he broke in through my back door and kicked my gate down because I had a lock on my gate on my fence.
Mm-hmm.
He threw the molding down around the door and was waiting in my house for us to come home.
Mm.
And again, I was at my mom's house. And then after the attack at my mom's house, I went to stay with family for a little bit and then ultimately had to go back to my house. So he must have been watching or paying attention to my whereabouts because he knew that I was going to be there.
Right.
And so uh, we got home around 7, but around 5 o'clock, I get a ping through my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
I can find my iPhone. And I did think about it at the time, but my iPad was at my house. So I was use my iPad to try and track my location. And so when we got to my house, we pulled up and went through the garage. And normally I go through the front door, but we emptied a spot in my garage so I could park inside. So nobody
Okay.
would know when I was home. And so me and my 3 children and my mom were walking towards the door to go inside. And I unlocked the door with all my children standing at my feet, and I hear a pop. And I was confused. And then I look inside my home and I see Christopher standing there with a gun pointed at my direction.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I realized he shot me.
Okay. Let me ask you this: are you currently pregnant, and how are you and the baby doing at this time?
I am pregnant. I was pregnant at that time, and the baby is fine. I'm still recovering in the hospital. When I first woke up, I couldn't talk at all. I couldn't eat. So it's gradually getting better. And my mom was also shot that day. And my daughter, she told my sister after I was out in the hospital at Motion 2 that he also put the gun in her face.
Oh, he
So he
killed.
pointed the gun in my kid's face too.
Mm. Dang. Okay. Whew. So you would have just run me hot. Um. Now, can you share what you're comfortable with about where you and your mother were injured?
I was shot in my neck and a bullet came through my face. And my mom she was shot at several times, but she got shot in the leg.
Uh huh.
And she had graze marks on her hands and her arms.
Mm. 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 Hold on, guys. One second, guys, because I can always edit it. My mic kind of low. mm.
Right.
Mm.
There we go. It's dark. Let me see the phone.
Mhm.
What can do this?
Mm.
Do this.
Let me switch my
Okay.
quick so everybody can hear me. Can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
sorry.
can hear you.
Y'all can hear me good? I had to
Yeah.
switch. I had to switch my audio. What about now?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
A few people saying they couldn't hear me talking. They can hear you, but they couldn't hear me. So now, moving forward. Okay. So how has the recovery process been for both of y'all since the shooting?
You go first.
Mhm. Well, I still have some pain, but I pushed through the pain, and it's healing. The leg is healing. Mhm.
She's still limping. And for
Mm,
me, it's like I said, in the hospital, I couldn't talk at all, and I was on feeding tube for a long time. But now I can. It's my speech is coming back,
mhm,
and I'm able to eat. I threw away foods a little bit and liquid. I mean, it's still very difficult because when the bullet went through my face, it shattered my jaw. So I had a lot of pain in my jaw as well as my neck, but it's getting better.
mm. Okay. Now, here we go. There has been public speculation regarding the identity of the shooter's parents and their roles in local school leadership. Are you able to confirm or clarify any of that information?
Uh, I guess his 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 stepdad is the principal at my mom's school in the district, and his mom is a superintendent of ILT.
And what school is your mom's school? Are y'all able to say that or not?
Uh, District Active. I mean, it's North Prairie High School.
Oh, oh, so the speculations was true then. People sending me that stuff, and I didn't know how true it was. I'd have to wait to get to talk to y'all to make sure to clear it out. Okay, that's cold blooded, yeah. Okay, has the school district where you and your mother is or was employed offer any support or assistance to your family following the incident?
When my mom's school, the certain staff members came together on their own to collect a donation for her and for us. But the district as a whole, no. My
Hmm.
school, my principal, maybe one or two staff and my AP, they reached out after some time, but we were told of some resources that are available to have been available for other staff when things happen that have not been available to us. Like days, and I have missed a lot of work because I was in the hospital and I was told that they have like a
Mhm.
what's a job, a bank where people can donate days, but nothing has been said to me or my mom about anything like that.
Okay, so what is the current? Oh, well, let me see. So, what does your medical team anticipate in terms of recovery time or potential long-term effects?
So I'm doing I have to do speech therapy and I
Hmm.
see a facial or a surgeon
Hmm.
because right now they cannot do surgery since it was shattered and It's just time. They don't know right now. They just I have to go to therapy because there was a lot of nerve damage. That's why I cannot eat properly or speak the same.
Okay, now what is the current legal status of the individual responsible, and what charges have been filed to your knowledge?
So he's currently in jail, and there were several charges of burglary, embezzlement, and assault with deadly weapons. Can you help me?
Okay, well, that was it. Aggravated assault. As she said, burglary. I think that's all. There were a couple of others.
Yeah,
I can't really remember.
it was a couple of the same ones.
Let me ask you this: so
Okay.
did they charge him for? They charged aggravated assault. Did they charge three because you pregnant too as well, or just charge two?
Just two that I know of right now.
Okay, because they normally charge with the baby as well, so that's why I asked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. As the holidays approach,
It's
what's the
probably
huh?
it's something that I have been meaning to ask the DA too because I do know that.
Yes, if you pregnant,
I just have
yes, they supposed to charge. That's yeah, it's supposed to be three aggravated charge, assault charges. And see, and I was listen to what you said earlier. Also, because he came to the house once before the shooting, right, and threatened you, right,
hmm
Mhm.
and he
hmm
didn't get charged for that.
So that's the one where they were supposed to go get him and they did the interview Tuesday. So in the process
Phone.
over the phone, not in person, they told me they were gonna go and get him. And then this happened the next day on Wednesday. So they didn't even have time to complete the EPO or file any charges about that.
So, so this is something I'm finna ask. So, do you feel like they dropped the ball, or it didn't get a chance?
Mm.
So y'all feel like they dropped the ball on him. For what
Yeah,
police?
I was very upset because even in the in between time, I was calling almost every day to see what was going on because he was still calling me and texting me. So I knew they hadn't done anything yet. And then it was one point he called me at 4 in the morning that morning on the 19th, and I called them and they just said, "Well, keep reporting it." And I was so upset. I told the operator, "Are you just trying to wait until he does something to me?" And then obviously he did. So I definitely feel like they did.
Yeah, cause I was listening to you and I was like, wait a minute, I thought I didn't know he came twice. I was like, I thought he was. I was like, pull because I got to look into my notes. I heard you say a knife, and I'm looking like, wait a minute, I thought it was a shoe. Maybe I got the information wrong. But then, man, say, yeah, somebody dropped the ball on that, man. Y'all got. I'm gonna help y'all. So, okay, as the holidays approach, what support would be most helpful for you and your family right now? I, I know I see y'all have a GoFundMe. Do y'all have any other thing, or just y'all have a GoFundMe right now?
When it first happened, my sorority sister started
Hmm.
a milk train, but those are only two things we have right now.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna put the GoFundMe in the comments because a lot of people they was tagging me, and I was just earlier, and I was just trying to get more info because I really didn't know what was going on because they be trying to. Then they also forward police also be limited information as well, you know.
Mhm.
So, and that's why, okay, now, is there anything you would like to say to the community or to anyone watching or reading your story?
Yeah, when you first start seeing signs some of the signs that they are not stable or they may hurt you, pay attention and talk to somebody and leave. Don't don't try to give them like the benefit of the doubt
Mm-hmm.
because it can get a lot worse. And I'm happy that I'm alive, but it didn't have to get to this point if I had paid closer attention because there was signs at the beginning. And I just wanted to. I
It's okay.
wanted to believe that he wouldn't do that because this is somebody that I went to school with that I thought I knew.
Oh, so you been knowing him?
We went, we graduated, we both graduated from North Valley,
Ah,
and we were connected at the most recent North Valley graduation. But so always, no matter who it is, because you never really know somebody until you really do, and when you see those signs, pay attention because they're not crazy.
mm, mm, mm. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to get you some help that you need, sweetheart. Just whew, that's tough right there. That's tough and depressing, and and I can tell that somebody dropped the ball because I didn't know it was two stories to this. See, they don't even that's not even in none of the info. None of the info have that it was that he came more than once, even if the day before. There's nothing that say that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out why not have that in the press release where it can be put out. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that wasn't right, and I feel like somebody know that wasn't right. And and again, no one reached none of that family reached out to you or nothing, checked on you or nothing.
So when I was in the hospital, before I even had my phone back, I saw that his mom had sent a text to me, but nobody like actually said, "I'm sorry that he did this."
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, let me take that back. He's a friend of mine from high school. He said that he was related to him, and he said that, but not anybody directly, not his grandmother, no one like that.
Okay. Now often let me talk to mom for a second. Hey mom.
Hi.
I, now I know you're in the back, but how you feel about this situation, man? What was going through your head? What's been going through your head? Because
Well, just like
this
anyone else,
okay.
I have an array of emotions. Um, but we are people of faith, and the strongest emotion I have during this time is thankful that God protected us. He had His hands over us because this could have been a very different story of others just talking about what happened to my daughter, myself, and my three grandchildren. So just by the grace of God that I was grazed twice
Mm,
and not fatally shot
yes,
because he was shooting at me and looking at me as he was trying to get to my daughter a second time to, as my thoughts were, to finish her off.
yes,
And it could have been a different story. And I'm not going to pretend like I don't have all the other feelings that anybody else would have when someone is
right,
coming after their children and their
right.
grandchildren. I have all those same emotions, but mostly I'm grateful that the God had His hand on us and protected us and is still protecting us and will. I have faith that he will handle this situation.
Okay, good answer, Mom.
But
Cause and then he put the gun to the kid's head.
mm,
Mm,
Right.
mm.
yeah,
Huh.
That's okay. And you saying then he put the gun to the kid's head, right?
to my 3-year-old granddaughter's face.
What?
Of course, that's what she told my other daughter, as they began to talk about what happened. And my 3-year-old grandson, sometimes we're riding in the car. He said, "Oh, there's Chris, there's Chris," and
This is gonna
expressed it.
get us the answer that they don't like to go anywhere alone, even in the house.
Yeah, even to the bathroom. They have a lot to unpack,
Right,
and for professionals to help them deal with this, cope with this, and put it in a way where they can continue to be healthy and develop. And even for us,
right.
there's a
A lot of trauma. But
yes,
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 because and they gonna have it at an early age because like my son, he 8 years old, he already be scared of it's a monster in the house when it's dark. So him
hmm
busting through the door already and doing that only makes it feel like it's a monster in the house. So I already know
hmm
that's why they don't really want to go in it because they don't know if somebody go ambush him again. See, that done pissed me off.
yeah,
That done pissed me off because I already know how them kids is. That I know they scared and don't like to.
right,
They go do that at any place they go, thinking someone go bust out the door and do something to them. You get what I'm saying?
hmm
Yes, but
right.
okay,
And
y'all.
just yesterday, I went to the car. I was going outside to go to the car, and my
Mhm.
4-year-old granddaughter said, "Is Chris going to get you?" I said, "No, he's not. He's not going to get me. He's in jail. I'll be fine going outside to the car."
And see, boy, when they put them kids on the stands, oh my goodness, he ain't getting that no time soon. I tell you that now. Mm-mm. Nah, the kids know his name and know everything. So, yeah, man. Woo. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to. Yeah, that was coward move. I see people. Yeah, it's a coward move, guys. That's it. Don't get. Man, I don't know what this guy was thinking, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to get y'all to help a GoFundMe. Hey everyone, share the GoFundMe. Let's go be in the comments, guys. Get this family some help. They need it not only for the mom and the daughter, also for the kids, and also for the medical bills and everything. And hey, all I can tell you, I'm apologize since nobody ain't said that they wrong for that. Y'all shouldn't have to go through that. That I can't stand domestic violence, guys. That's the number one thing I do not like. I don't like bullying and I don't like domestic violence. And I wanna make sure. Let me know when they put that other charge on him too. So when you talk to that detective, let me know because they need to have that other charge on her and the other charges of him coming the day before too. Okay. Let me know, please. And I'm gonna let y'all go and I'll be touched back with y'all. So hey, thank y'all for tuning in, everybody. I'm gonna post a GoFundMe in the comments. I'm out.